Welcome back to another episode of Skyrim Marathon. Today I got a special treat for you guys. We got an alpha build look into the mod list called Invicta. This is not available on Wabbajack, the normal channels. You have to actually join the Discord of the mod list author in order to get a link to download and manually put into Wabbajack and install it. It's an alpha, so it's not even in beta testing yet. So there are going to be some hiccups in the game, but we got 3,800 mods at work right now, so we're going to see how this all plays together. Modlist author main vision on this, from what I gather, is it's a medieval style mod list. He also has a custom EMB that's set up to kind of fulfill that vision. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Again, there's details on the version of this mod list on the screen right now, along with links in the description for you to follow along with as well, and download a copy of this for yourself via the channels I just mentioned. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're here at the character creator. I can see now that the UI is not the usual ones that we see often. This is Edge UI. So I do like it. It's a clean UI. I've used it before on other mod lists that I've played in the past. All right, so what are we making today? I know I kind of lean towards spell swords, but let's change up the character race. The last time we did Khajiit. Maybe this time we will do... Let's see. Something going on there with the skin on the character. Redguard. Was Redguard always an option? I don't recall. Orcs. So you can kind of see the way the lighting is. It's a little dimmer and it's a different kind of hue than the usual EMBs that we usually see on the mod list we've done so far. Well, first of all, let's see if there are any presets. So say we go with an Altmer for a spell sword because they're good at magic. Let's see if there's any presets. There's a Nord Mail preset and a Beast one. Yeah, there's not much there for presets, it looks like. So let's go ahead and just kind of tweak it ourselves real quick. We'll take a look at like the type of selections they made for the type of eyes that they have in the game. They're starting to look kind of feminine here. What are we? Are we still a male? Yeah, we're male. Well, the females look a lot better than the males, it looks like. All right, so what are we looking at here? That looks pretty good. It kind of looks like the guy we made last time, the same preset. But let's tweak him around a little bit and make him unique to this playthrough. Gonna beef up his weight a little bit so he can swing some heavy weapons. We're gonna look at facial hair first of all to get rid of that skin issue he's got going on where there's spots of hair missing. All right. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then let's go with some hair selections. So you got 795 choices for hair in this list. So that's bound to have something for everybody, I would imagine. And there's, I bet you there's some, yeah, this is a S&P hair. So there's some S&P hairs in this list. Hmm. That looks pretty cool. I can kind of dig that. Let's go with that for now. And then let's check out some hair colors. Hmm. Let's see. Okay, we'll go with like a brown hair. And then let's look at some eye colors. A lot of Witcher type eyes, which is cool if you kind of go for a Witcher build. I guess the Witcher was a spell sword as well. So maybe we go along with that look. Okay, and then let's see what eye types look like. This one we have now is not bad, so let's remember what type that is here. Let's see, eye shape. So we're on 18. Oh, that looks actually pretty good. That gives us some character. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this guy. And he looks like a, what do you think he looks like, guys? He looks like a, I'm just gonna shoot from the hip again as always, Talaris. Right. So it looks like we're starting in that commonly used room for alternative start mod. I do like when modlists kind of use different ones sometimes, like that Nordic Souls. We started off like in an alien ruin looking prison, which was cool. But you know, I'll take it. So it looks like there's a mod called Bathing in Skyrim in this mod list. So if unless you turn it off, it looks like you're gonna have to maintain your cleanliness. Let's see what this note says. Okay, there's a wall with the button hidden. Okay, kind of like the last list we played. I think was it Tombs of Talos had that? Okay. Well, we did that last time. Let's maybe do something different. Oh, great. This one has a that mod where if you hold shift and then you press the action button, you can just eat the food straight up. And then they also have the first person animation for eating as well. I think there's third person as well, I imagine. Immersive interactions, I think it's called. Yeah. It's good, and it looks like it's an upscaled version of the food as well. And my camera's kind of dim today too. Well, it looks like it matches the theme of the game, so that worked out. Okay, let's see here. Female dragon race. Why does it say that? Well, let's take a look at the smooth cams. I added a few in there myself, but I'm gonna try and go make sure that it's on the one that comes with it so we can kind of get a full look of how this game looks the way it's supposed to look. So I believe it's this one, the medieval camera. And so the Modlist author also made this smooth cam preset available on Nexus for you guys to download. So RGR medieval. RGR is the Modlist author's online handle. Again, on the description, I'll leave some information about them. How to get some more information on the list or the Modlist author. He's a YouTube channel. He runs a YouTube channel with like 400,000 subscribers, so he's pretty big time in that respect. And he streams all kinds of other different games. I was surprised to see that he actually made this list as well because I started seeing this on my feed. And it looked really cool because how realistic it looked. Yeah. So this list does not have Wheeler on it. You can add that yourself if you really want to. I actually opted out of that for now just because I don't want to show you a version of the list that isn't available to just download. Let's try alternate perspective and see
Destiny
alternate
calls
start
you.
and see where we start off at. So let's make it interesting. Perhaps today we will have our own home in, let's try Markarth. Is there any clothes here that we can get? Let's see. Oh, perfect. Okay. Perfect. What's in these drawers here? What's interesting I'm noticing too is that the F button doesn't just change your perspective right away. You have to hold it and then you can change to third person from first person, back and forth between first and third. Nice. They hook you up with a lot of spell tombs here, so if you want to try and take advantage of that, it's worth it. What's in here? Ah, there's weapons. Fantastic. Okay, so let's go with an iron sword, a travel pack, some torches. Well, let's go with a little bit of everything. We're testing everything, right? Crossbow. And... oh, geez. I'm overweight already, am I? Aren't I? What is my weight right now? Is my weight limit really only 100? Oh, I quite like the way the armor looks. Okay, well that's not gonna work. We gotta ditch some stuff. If it's really just 100, I'm at 190 right now. That's unfortunate, but realistic, I suppose. Um, let's see. Perhaps you can get a lot more carry weight through skill perks. So let's go ahead and put away the Warhammer to third person animations for combat. It looks like it's For Honor for Skyrim, and then they leaned into Sigma animations for first person, along with um a lot of jellyfish. The the mod author jellyfish. All of his animations for like swimming or using torches, etc. Are we still overweight? Yeah, we're still overweight. Okay, well, let's just get into our new house. Let's get some of these potions. And let's change our controls here. Favorite some of that. Okay, so we can switch between some things. Oh, I like the way that sounds. All right, let's go. So because this is an alpha list, please take the score at the end extremely with a grain of salt because it's scoring it before it's even ready to hit the market. But we should put a score at the end, just so that at the end of all this, there's some type of conclusion to what it all means, right? Instead of just watching somebody stream a game, you kind of come up with a final thought, right? You finish your thought process on it. So this is the Markarth home. So right off the bat, you can see this EMB, this custom EMB that was made for this list, kind of gives off, I guess you could call it a realistic vibe, right? Our guy looks pretty cool. He looks pretty realistic. Now, what caught my eye about this mod list is how realistic it looked in the YouTube videos that the mod list author was putting out there. And so I had to try it. And I thought it would be kind of cool for my viewers to see something that is kind of not mainstream yet. It's kind of low-key, slowly becoming known. Hype is building around it, and you know, it's not easily available, so you can kind of see something that's not, I guess, on YouTube too often. But man, 100 weight, that's tough. I can't work with that too well, so we gotta put away the axe. The arrows have some weight to them, so maybe we'll put away the crossbow and the bolts, and that'll put us under there. And then let's see if we level up, and we'll see if we can put some perks in. All right, so this is the Markarth home. Let's go ahead and save the game. So I'm not gonna do quick save. I was doing that in the last few playthroughs, and I took into account that that usually adds more instability, especially if the game crashes and you load back in. Again, Skyrim etiquette is you're not supposed to save that way. You're supposed to manually save, which reminds me we should check the settings to make sure it's not auto saving. Okay, yeah, so check if all that is off if you're playing. Difficulty set on expert, which is a little concerning. We'll see if we survive there. And then let me just tweak photo mode so we can take some photos along the way that we can use for possible thumbnails here. Is there a photo mode here? As you can see too, I mean, feel free to slowly go through the video on this part. You can see all the different mods there are. So one-click power attack, photo mode, okay, Sanguine Symphony, Sky Parkour, Smooth Cam. So there's an alternate death mechanic to this game called Soul Resurrection, I believe, where essentially you don't lose your progress. You don't have to, if you die, you don't have to like shut the game off and restart it again like you're supposed to with modded Skyrim. Kind of just revives you on the spot, and then gives you like debuffs. And then if your debuffs keep accumulating from you dying over and over again, you gotta go back to like an inn, I imagine, and then sleep for it to kind of go away. TK dodge, true directional combat, weather changer, simplest horses. I guess that's how you manage the horses in the game. Dismembering framework. Okay, and MCO. So far, I'm digging the look of the EMB, the way it makes the world look. Hopefully the game mechanics hold up and the stability is pretty good. You know, with the alpha mod list, it's probably not best to make it your long playthrough mod list just yet, but it's still something worth downloading to kind of check out. And if you have another mod list on the side, you can kind of take thoughts and ideas from this mod list that you like and implement it into your own mod list. As you may know, you could have several mod lists on your computer if you have the space for it. Alright, so there's a religion system here. We've done that before on a few other ones. We're gonna go with... what is Stendar? No, not Stendar. Okay, yeah, that one looks like we can walk faster or run faster. So that I like the way this is all set up. Like these are like custom, looks like custom icons for Edge UI. So that's pretty cool. You know, trying to be different. I like that. You can see that these are not the vanilla skill trees. We'll put some points in there and kind of dig into that in a little bit. I do want to set up my prayer and my spells so that we can kind of have that handy, especially the healing spell. Conjuring, that sounds good to me. Raise zombie. Okay, we're gonna definitely want to use some of that. And candlelight, oak flesh. And then what was it? The prayer one? Prayer. Okay.
The finest jewelry in all of Markarth.
Does this have the mod where you can take your helmet off? I wonder.
Trouble?
So you should know that this list does not come with a hotkey reminder. I added it myself. It doesn't affect stability at all, but it allows me to kind of remember the keys, so I can refer to it as I figure it out. So what do you guys think of this so far? I do like... It's like it is a medieval tone, right? So they're saying they're going for a medieval style. So it's kind of a medieval tone of the list. It's dark. I'll tell you that for sure. Let's see how... Let's see how torches light things up. See, so first person. Yeah, definitely medieval. Look at this armor.
Another quiet day.
Heard there were wolves on the road up north.
The textures on the ground look pretty good. Okay, let's see here. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna turn on... I don't know why. AMD Adrenaline. It shuts itself off sometimes. And then you have to like turn it back on just to get things going. Yeah, that's weird.
Damn stormcloaks. Oblivion take them. Every miserable last one of them.
Redguard craftsmanship in every piece.
I think what we're gonna do here
Bit of jewelry
is...
for your journey home?
Is there an EMB?
Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my
Let's
sister.
see.
The reach belongs to the Forsworn.
Never should have come here.
I die for my...
By the divines, the Forsworn are here in the
Alright,
city.
we're gonna keep it up on the top left.
The Markarth city
As you can see on the top left of the screen, we're gonna have the FPS there, so that's how we're gonna roll with this one. Due to technical difficulties, we're in the middle of recording already.
He was after Margaret?
Gods.
Why?
A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you alright?
So NPC overhauls are pretty significant, it looks like. They do look a lot different than a lot of other lists, but then again, a lot of lists modify the NPCs and the way they look, so really if you're comparing it to vanilla, that's where you're looking at the major difference. Otherwise, everything's different from each other.
The finest jewelry in all of Markarth.
Oh, I think you dropped this.
Okay, there's that mod that you can read things right away when you get a note, which is nice. I forgot the name of that mod exactly, but it's I think it's called Sky Prompt, actually. Yeah, Sky Prompt, where you can read the notes as soon as someone gives it to you. We're gonna take a look at the interior. We're kind of gonna do a little run around. I'm gonna set a 2-hour timer just to see how much ground we cover in 2 hours, and then we'll see what else we want to see at that point too.
Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink
2-hour timer.
and clean rooms.
Holmes. I said Holmes, you backbiter. Give a crippled worker a helping hand.
Yeah, the NPCs look pretty well done.
My father Klepper is the one you want to talk to. I just clean up.
A forsworn agent running loose in the city. The Jarl is going to hear about this.
The Jarl has things under control.
His bag is possessed.
Redguard craftsmanship in every piece.
So this mod list has dismembering framework. It has death drop overhaul, which is supposed to make the weapons and whatever else the enemies or NPCs are carrying kind of drop naturally as they die. Okay, right now we're hitting on a 9070 XT. We're at 32, 26, 20-ish, high 20s, low 30 FPS in the open world. Again, this is 4K. So definitely keep that in mind. If you're gonna run this on 2K with the same kind of hardware or same GPU, it should be fine. Especially right now, look, we're hitting into the 40s now. So Tombs of Talos we played recently had a really nice presentation of Markarth from the outside. And I think a lot of that is in part of the EMB and how that goes along with it. I think for the most part it could very well be the same. In fact, it looks like the same kind of Markarth. The overhauls in the cities are JK. So I think this is the same Markarth as Tombs of Talos, but it just has a different presentation with the EMB. It's amazing the difference. And this one isn't bad comparatively. It's just a different look, right? So let's save the game. Okay, I've never seen this kind of map before. What is that on the side of it? I've never seen this kind of map before. So that's a first for me. Kind of cool. I kind of dig it. I think today we're gonna go towards Dragon Bridge, right? Which I think is over there. We're gonna work our way up and then go around the map. This time, instead of taking the side road, I want to try and take a main road to kind of give you guys a different perspective of things. So that's what we're gonna do today. So usually we would cut left here and go down the road, but can't do the same thing every time. So we're gonna go this way today. So far, even though the FPS is kind of low, it's not unplayable. It feels okay. I think we should... Okay, yeah, so the magic looks overhauled as well, the way the electric looks. I like the sound effects of it too, pretty cool. So EVG clamber, it looks like, so that mod that adjusts the way your animations are going down a hill or up a hill. Are we going the right way? Where is our guy? Okay, so no, we should turn around and go back the other way. It looks like we're veering back onto the same path. If you take it all in though, it looks pretty cool. It definitely going for that real vibe, right? So let's take a look. Are we on survival mode? Ah. There's no option. I think there's a survival mechanic possibly in the list that's at play here, that they removed it from that option there, just so you don't have conflicts. We'll see how our guy holds up during the run. If he starts to like get tired or start to have all kinds of needs, then we'll know that we'll look into that mechanic and see what it is. Okay, so this is the water. Okay, I believe he's using a mod called Smooth Moveset, which kind of takes a guy from like ready for battle to like kind of just standing there animation. All right, here, first combat. No, that went pretty well. Falmer Skull Mask. Okay, that's an added asset to the game.
What do you think you're doing?
I think that guy was spazzing out because he was getting hit by the electricity on that character there. Let's see, iron armor with pauldrons. That sounds pretty good. So another thing you should know as etiquette for modded Skyrim is you're not supposed to just drop equipment on the ground and leave it there. That could cause issues as well. So if you can, put it into an enemy that you're looting or put it into a chest that you see. But try not to just leave it on the ground. Don't ask me why, I don't know exactly why, but that can have adverse effects on your list. I do hope that one day all these little precautions are a thing of the past and we could just enjoy it like any other game and not have to worry about ruining the list by doing one small thing and corrupting your save. Now I did forget to look and see how the leveling mechanics are in this game, if it's more vanilla style or if it's you get experience on exploring. So we're gonna just find that out organically as we're playing today. Let's go ahead and hit save. So far it seems pretty stable, and I would be surprised, you know, almost every mod list we played so far has crashed on us during the 2-hour window, 2-hour time frame. So it'd be crazy to see if an alpha list does not crash. That would speak volumes to the fact that this is just an alpha and it's stable enough not to crash in 2 hours of our playthrough. So I've never seen this store before on this map, this part of the map. So this is an added asset to the game. I like when they add things seamlessly like this. Let's take a look inside here and see what's in here.
Good afternoon.
What have you got for sale?
Okay,
To protect yourself?
so
or
there's
deal some
Dragonborn
damage?
voiceover, it looks like, which is another mod that has your character speak. I believe you can customize the voice that you have them speak with, but they speak the dialogue for you. Okay, how much gold? We have zero. We have 0 gold. We have anything to sell to kind of get the ball rolling on that? No, I should. Yeah, I can't even hold on to things really because of how heavy things are for my guy. But it looks like she sells some.
What have you got for sale?
It looks like she sells some things
The
that
finest
are
weapons and armor.
modified assets in the game. That's a pretty cool looking hood. That dagger looks pretty cool. Atmoran helmet. So pretty cool. It looks like they added a lot of custom armor in the game, which I can totally dig. I wish I had some money right now so I can buy it. Like even the Black Knight helmet. Wow. And it looks like it kind of pieces itself apart too. Like, so this is just pauldrons. Usually that's all in one chest piece, right? So you can buy the armor itself, then you put the pauldrons on and it adds 20% more armor. Some capes, some fancy looking capes too. You can really deck your guy out in here, your character. This right here looks like the Witcher, the Witcher's outfit. Okay, cool looking helmet. Okay, so hopefully we come across some cool armor in this game, organically, so we
Alright
can put
then.
it on. What else is in here? A separate room here.
Good afternoon.
What have you got for sale?
Good day.
Okay, well, we're not gonna eat up too much time in here, but that's pretty cool that they have this little pit stop here on the side of the road. I gotta say, this whole area looks highly modified because I don't even recognize it. And it's done really well, I would say. I mean, it's not crashing or anything. It's a little pop in here and there, but not too bad. Okay, so let's take a look at the sign here. So Windhelm, Whiterun, Riften, Markarth, Solitude is this way, I think it's trying to tell me, right? Alright, so let's see if we can just go this route and connect with the road here. Let's see how that works. It looks like there's a mountain path this way. I really don't recognize the terrain at all, so it looks like a lot of it was redone. Whether we can go this way or not, we'll see. I might have read that sign wrong. We'll see. So far, it looks like there's a path going up. Looks like my dude gets tired pretty quickly. Okay, so this is 1:23 p.m. So I noticed there's widgets on the bottom here. So there's a food widget, there's maybe that's a medicine, there's a bathing widget, and then there's a sleeping widget. So maybe perhaps the green on the food means I'm well fed. And then if it's white, it's kind of neutral, and then if it turns maybe red, then it needs attention. That's pretty cool if that's how it works. You kind of keep an eye on your guys' needs. That's pretty immersive. Alright, so we see a town or a city over here. What is this place? It looks quite expansive too. I don't remember a city being this big out here. This might be an add-on as well. Which is pretty cool. So far, I'm liking it. If you guys really want to download this list, I would leave a comment if you can't figure out how to do it based off of the links I gave you guys. And I'll kind of walk you through the steps I took to be able to download this Wobbajack. Yeah, what is this town? I didn't get like a discovery notice yet. But it's a whole town that I've never seen before. Rorikstead. This is Rorikstead? Okay, so it looks like you do get experience from just exploring here, because I just leveled up from discovering Rorikstead. So your thirst is increasing. Letting your thirst increase will cause you to endure more debuffs. So your total magicka, stamina, and shout cooldown. Continuing to mismanage your thirst will eventually cause damage over time. Restore your thirst by drinking water or other beverages. Okay, so yeah, there's a survival mechanic at play here. Luckily, we have a water skin here. I wonder... Okay, what happened there? As you bite out of this new unknown food, you start to wonder how filling it'll be. Is it small, medium, or large? Or drink no bottle? Okay, interesting.
Good day, Lemkin. I saw some nice dresses for your little girls while I was in White.
Some medieval looking armor there. We'll take a look at the Great Hall, and then we'll kind of work our way out of the city. I like the way the armor sounds in this game, the way it's clanking when you run. And you can kind of get a glimpse what the NPCs are wearing to see what kind of armor you can wear in this game. So you can really full on play as a knight, that like a traditional looking knight, it looks like. So this is Rorikstead. I like the overhaul. It looks pretty cool. I think we're going in the we're going in the right direction still. We're gonna follow this road here, so let's not go left at the fork. If we come across an easy horse to get onto later, we're gonna test to see how the horse mechanics are in this game. Looks like some loot here for us. Serenity. That Is that over encumber us? Oh my god, we're over encumbered already. Okay. Let's see. This sword here does 7 damage, so that's worthwhile. Let's put our old sword into this guy. This Elven Skull Mask. And then maybe like half of our arrows, perhaps. Should help. And then just dump our steel arrows. And then that's a cool book, but that's £1. Every pound matters. And a one-time use item needed to be able to fast. Oh wow, so you can't even fast travel in here unless you have these travel packs. That's what they are. I thought it was a backpack. That's pretty cool. And then there's soap here, which maybe we should favorite as well. Let's keep both of those favorited. So Dragon Bridge that way, Rorikstead that way. These are just crossroads. I thought it was a cave at first.
Is someone there?
Okay, that was kind of weird. The contact, it was contacting him, but I didn't hear like the impact of my sword against the enemy. Okay, sorry. I thought you were with him. My bad, man. But I do kind of want to attack that guy because he has a backpack, and I definitely need something. So I'm sorry, man, but it's a crazy world out there.
Hey, be careful. I'm on your side. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Is he? I think he might be invincible.
Watch it. Stop touching my arse, Noir.
Yeah.
What
I'm
are
not
you
touching your
doing?
ass.
I'm on your
Okay, alright. Well, so we can't kill innocent people so far, it seems like. Maybe it's just him, or maybe that's in general. We'll find out. Let's try switch to Frostbite. Let's see how this looks. Let's save the game in case that's a bandit up top there that kicks my butt. Alright, let's try some first-person combat. Let's see, is this person gonna fight me? Okay, so far they don't seem aggressive.
For years.
But she got some unique armor on. Okay, we're coming across another town right now. Okay, I'm pretty sure... Aside from this town, I'm pretty sure that's a bandit encampment up ahead. So let's prepare ourselves. Yeah, Robber's Gorge.
Alright, that's far enough. You know how this works. Toll here
I can't
is
afford
100
that.
gold. Not my problem. You want through here, you pay. Or else.
No, I'll find some other way through.
In these parts.
Not a chance. Get him, boys. Not a chance. Get him,
Okay.
boys.
I thought he was actually going to be nice enough to just let me go if I wanted to go around the other way, but it looks like he's just going to send his guys after me. So we're going to kind of
Found you.
Is someone
see if we can get our way through here quickly without getting killed. I'm pretty sure this is more than I can chew if I, especially the difficulty being expert mode. Alright, yeah, we made it through, no problem. Yeah, that wasn't too bad at all. Let me know what you guys think. Is this the best looking list you've seen so far? Do you like the way the graphics look? Or have you seen better? I can appreciate that they're doing something different with the ENB to make it look kind of proprietary to their specific mod list. I am excited to see how the other cities look. I've never seen this much customization to the open overworld area. Like, a lot of it's unrecognizable. And so I do like that, how much attention to detail they put on that. Okay, we're hitting Dragon Bridge right now.
Staying safe, I hope.
Yeah, the guards seem to be all done up with this. Let's see if we can actually put some points into being able to hold more items. So let's see, is that heavy armor? No. Okay, so we did level up, right? But it's interesting. I just noticed on the bottom left there's like a little icon glowing next to my health bars. I wonder what that means. Maybe you gotta sleep to level up in this game, because it looks like I can't level up. So let's try to test that theory out. We're gonna go into this inn, although I can't afford a room yet. Yep, this is so this is Dragon Bridge. Yeah, I can't level up yet. I'm sure there's something in the MCM you can do to adjust that.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. What can I do for you? Until next time.
The NPCs are definitely
I keep the inn.
you know, adjusted in a way. 10 gold.
I'd like to rent a room.
Do I have that? Do I at least have
What does
that?
this look like? The Temple of Mara?
Yeah, I
no
don't.
gold, no bed. Something different
It's
about
cheap.
you. I can tell. Hope you ain't here to cause trouble.
Maybe I have something
What
to
have you
sell.
got for sale?
Drink for the thirsty, food for the
Let's
hungry.
see. What do I have to sell? I have nothing to sell. We are broke.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
So far, I'm kind of liking the Dragonborn voiceover. Usually, I'm not a fan of having a voice because if it's not what you ideally want it to be, and I guess you can change that too, right? If you download a mod for it, but then it kind of takes you out of the immersion. But anyways, we can't level up yet, so I think the next choice would be to, instead of wasting time in the MCM trying to figure all that out, we're gonna come across like some bed, a random bed in our journeys, and see if we can just sleep on it. Like, can you sleep in this haystack? No, you can't. Let's see what kind of debuffs we're getting right now while we're traveling around. So we're well fed, we're slightly dirty, and we have our thirst quenched. But we need to make some money. We either need to get some loot off of someone, or we need to go into a bandit camp and attack and loot and sell some of the stuff we find there. The only thing is, though, we can't carry anything, so we can't really grab loot to bring back and sell. So we're kind of in a pickle there, and I think maybe that's just an intentional hardship that you're supposed to endure in this game, at least in the beginning, until you level up certain perks, so that you can kind of feel the challenge, I guess. Alright, so this is Solitude exterior. Looks pretty cool. I'd say it's worthy of a picture. Let's see how it looks at a different time of day. Let's go morning time. And kind of see how the nights look too, from just watching it here. Okay, so it's a rainy day. You can kind of see some weather effects. That's interesting. You can see looks like the water dripping off of our character. Is it? So definitely a medieval vibe. I mean, everything looks really dreary. We're yet to see like a nice sunny day so far. And if it was a nice sunny day earlier, then that's about as good as it gets as far as how sunny it gets.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion.
All right. Okay. I got the metrics on the top working now, so that's good.
Must be my imagination.
We are running pretty low FPS right now as we're loading into the city though. 20. Okay, it's balancing back out. 33 FPS.
Good day.
Good day.
So this is Solitude.
I've been in the Legion all my life.
That person just called female yeah. That person just called female Breton.
I still can't believe he knew what he was doing when he opened that gate.
She doesn't have the name. She doesn't have a name. Okay.
Been like this.
Let's check out Winking Skeever, and we'll work our way down to Blue Palace. Kind of take a look around the city as we do that, and then we'll head out.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Been a good week, my boy. Loud customers.
I like the weight, the sound of the weight of the armor
You know, I had to retire
as you're running around.
You just spend your time here bossing me around and yelling for more drinks. You're practically retired already.
The names though,
Yes.
they're missing names.
Don't be a
They're just female and then the name of the race that they are.
But All right then.
Oh, brother.
That's it. I'm not retiring, ever. End of discussion.
Also, I never realized. Yeah, okay.
If you need a good rumor or two.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
Okay, so that's interesting. So this guy has a name after
I'd
all.
like to rent a room.
Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
I see what's going on here. You don't know their name until you talk to them. That's what it is. So that's intentional. So right there, now she has a name. Okay. That's pretty cool. I can dig that. Adds a little bit of, I guess, immersion to it. Yeah, see, like, and then you speak to them, and then their name changes. It is overcast on the weather here, but for the most part, it still seems pretty dark, even though it's daytime. So it's kind of got that really dreary medieval vibe to the game. This Solitude is definitely tweaked quite a bit. There's a lot more clutter. The market is full here. I've never seen it this full before. It might even be expanded back a little bit.
Keep the cold at bay with our spiced wine.
Yeah, even up here, that's modified. There's usually not a gate here.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
There's not a cage here usually. I don't know where this cage leads to.
Finest fish here. Caught daily.
Spiced wine, the taste of home and heart.
So this mod list, even though it's in alpha, I can see videos on this mod list author's YouTube that date back past a year. So that's interesting to notice. So it looks like it's been kind of a project for a while. I don't know if it's ever left alpha state though. I think the answer can be found if you kind of dig into their Discord a little bit.
Please don't interrupt the court.
Unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights.
Please, don't interrupt the court.
So interesting, their names didn't change yet, so perhaps
Please don't interrupt.
you have to have a full conversation with them, or like,
I'm trying to speak to
I don't know.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing.
I'm interrupting everybody. Okay, I'm
Nothing
sorry.
which is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Thane Bryling.
Okay, so she said her name and then now I know her name.
Might be called for.
Oh, yes, of course.
Please don't interrupt.
Yeah.
The court.
Tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers.
This guy's really staring at me. He really didn't like that. I
Thank you,
interrupted
Your
him.
Elisif. But about the cave.
I will have someone
he wants
take
to
care
fight
of the
me.
cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
Oh, hello. Just tidying up. Steward, I have an idea that might help to bolster the morale of our people. at this
Okay.
time.
So this mod too, it has this mod list too has the mod where you have to hold down the sprint button to run. You can't just toggle it on and off. I don't know how I'm overburdened suddenly. So I gotta figure out how the weight system works. So now it's 96 out of 100, but earlier, just a moment ago, it said 96 over 95.
Our reality together.
This is a new addition to the game, this whole area here.
Spiced wine, the taste of home and heart.
There's nothing like a good song to lift the spirit in trouble.
So I never noticed it. I never noticed it other mod lists before, but there's a lot of Imperial banners everywhere in here. or even just banners in general, kind of flying around in the wind.
Make it quick.
Okay. You have about an hour and 25 minutes out of the 2-hour timer we started. I'm making decent time right now. I think I'm gonna head to Morthal, then up to Dawnstar, and then Dawnstar to Winterhold. So right, so whenever you change cells, it looks like it does that. It kind of like the camera kind of jitters out, and then it catches itself back to normal again. So far, every single time I've changed a cell, it does that.
Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair prices. Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be yours.
The smooth cam preset's not bad either. What is that on the ground? Oh, it's just rocks. We see Solitude from the distance here.
Damn Stormcloak gunners, every one of them.
Okay, let's see. Is there the mod that makes your character look wet after? Yeah, I don't see it. So maybe they don't have that mod on this list. Okay, so it looks like that survival part's kicking in, so my character is getting hungry. Let's see what the kind of debuff there is for that. So thirsty and hungry and cold. Let's see if we can remedy some of that. So we're gonna try to drink. Okay, we're gonna drink that. I don't know why it asked me for information about the thing I'm consuming. Okay, and then can you refill your flask in here? Yeah, I don't know. But I just drank the last of my water. So as you might have noticed, I said in a lot of other videos of mine that this area is really hard on your GPU. And so you usually see the biggest frame drops in this area outside of Solitude in these marshlands. So like right now we're at 26 FPS. Let's mark let's mark Morthal so we can kind of stay on point that way. Oh wow, it almost killed me. Okay, let's heal. Yeah. My GPU is struggling right now in this area. 25 FPS. It's a smooth 25 though. There's no jittering or anything, which is nice. I'm curious to see how this Morthal looks. I feel like a scavenger here. I'm just trying to get loot because I'm so broke. Okay. Well, the game froze here, so I'm gonna go ahead and restart it. It'll just be a second for you guys on your end. All right, so we're back. The game froze once, which to me kind of counts like a CTD in a way. So with the scoring system I have, I mark off 1 point out of 5 every time a crash or a freeze happens in the game on the stability score. So right now, 4 out of 5. So basically, if the game makes it through the whole entire run without crashing or freezing once, it's a 5 out of 5 for stability automatically. So that's how I rate that side. So right now it's a 4 out of 5. Again though, it's alpha, so you gotta take that into account. But we gotta make our way back there. It looks like whatever I did, the game did not like that I try to open that chest and then look into that character and look into that that corpse that was on the table at the same time, or one after the other right away. Perhaps that's what set it off. It's interesting to see the different kinds of biomes in the Skyrim mod list with the different types of EMBs on. I'm yet to review a series, review a mod list that has community shaders. I definitely have it on my to-do list. So if you do have one in mind, that's a really good one. Let me know. So far, I'm thinking like there's one called Bottle Rim. That's a scary beast. So far, it seems like it seems like I'm so distracted. Oh, the weapon impacts don't sound very prominent so far in. I gotta heal again. What? I swear I had 5 potions. Let's see. Yeah, I do. Alright, well, we're gonna have to depend on some healing right now. There we go. Let's try out this bow. Okay, so interesting sounds for the bow. It's definitely overhauled bow sounds. Nice. Okay. Okay, threat neutralized. Shattered sword. Is that any good? Let's see. No, that's a terrible sword. Let's stick that back where we got it. And yeah. Okay, so we got turned around a little bit. Where are we going to? That way. Man, playing without Wheeler is so clunky now. Once you get used to having Wheeler, it's just kind of clunky playing without it. Let's try a little bit of summoning. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Let's keep that going. Or at least we have a companion in battle. Forgot we had that. Let's try first person. Let's put our shield on. As usual, as expected. Sigma animation's one-handed sword animation is disappointing. For some reason, you just don't feel the impacts of your weapons. We're gonna give it another shot just to make sure I'm not being a jerk about it. Okay. Well, I died, but cool. We're gonna see the death after the death overhaul mechanic now. What was it? Soul Resurrection is the mod's name. Okay, so you just come back alive again, and then you get debuffed. Look at this though, like you can't feel your weapon hitting the enemy with Sigma sword animations. Okay, it hit a few times there. Oh, I almost died again. Here's what's interesting. I can't get the health potions to stay in the favorite section. If I use one, it goes away. So let's test that theory, okay? So I got a health potion here. I'm gonna drink it. And now it's gone. And I gotta keep adding it over again. So that's kind of inconvenient. I'm pretty sure that wasn't intentional. And then right here, look, I'm clicking on this to use it, but it's not doing anything. Or it's not confirming that I clicked on it. It just kind of... it kind of just takes effect after I exit out of the favorites menu. And then what's also interesting is that... I mean, I just died like instantaneously when I dropped down here. of here. These are like deadly crabs. So that's kind of nice. It looks like you level up by using the skill too. So it's kind of a... I don't think there's static skill leveling in this mod list where you... God, he one-shot me. And right next to that chest earlier that made me freeze. It's a bad luck chest. Okay, well, we're gonna have to circumvent these guys, and we're gonna need some money somehow so that we can sleep at an inn, because I'm pretty sure we're heavily debuffed right now. Yeah, look, we got a fractured spine, which comes with health regeneration reduced by 25%. Your armor weighs 10% more for 72 hours. Thanks, that's great. Reduced magicka, stamina reduced. What else? So we got that twice. We got dislocated shoulder, which affects our destruction magic, and our one-handed skill is reduced by 15 for 3 days. A cracked tibia. We're covered in blood, so we gotta figure out how to take a bath, or else no one's gonna want to talk to us. Yeah, our guy's not doing very good right now. He is not doing very good at all. And it looks like spells don't respond well. When you click on it, it doesn't tell you that you equipped it. See, I'm right clicking, left clicking. It doesn't do anything. And then when I let go of the favorites menu, it takes. So I don't know if this person who made this list has something against Wheeler, but I think all of this can be solved with just using Wheeler and not relying on the... We're kind of past that now in modern day, using the actual favorites menu. Unless you're using it for just hotkeys. We're gonna save this. Our guy is completely he's completely hurting though. He's got no money in his name. How much money does he have? 0 gold. Still, it's the poorest I've ever been this far into a Skyrim playthrough. 0 gold. Okay. Am I getting attacked by something? Alright, civilization. Little bit of jittering there. Okay, so this Morthal is heavily modded. I've never seen these exterior walls like this, even on all the mod lists that I've played so far. It's kind of cool, the animation where a guy looks like he's hurt. And because our regeneration is debuffed, it looks like we're going to stay that way for a little while. Okay, oh, we recovered a little bit. So we desperately need to find gold in order to sleep, or we need to find a bed we can sleep in for free, so we can level up, because our guy is still level 1 scumming it. So let me take a look in this MCM real quick and see if we can get some things to remedy that. If I can't find it quickly, then we'll not dig into it too much. FEC is cool. This mod right here gives the enemies effects when you kill them. So like frost, they'll turn to ice, or ice will encase them. Shock. There's also one in here where the shock will actually explode them. It's pretty crazy. You'll have like blood everywhere, depending on your blood framework that you have installed. And so on fire turns them to ash, or it completely chars their body, and you can see like a charred skeleton. So that's interesting. Key reminders. Yeah, I can't tell off the bat, but also it kind of goes against the way we try to do things here anyways, where we modify things too much and it goes against the intent of how the list is supposed to feel when you play it. So maybe you're supposed to feel like you're really sucking ass at level 1. It's sure as hell it feels like it right now. Okay, so Morthal is pretty heavily modded. The way this EMB is, it adds a little bit of that medieval charm to it, but also kind of takes away the shine. I don't know if I'm saying that in a way that explains it well, but you can see it for yourself. It kind of takes away the shine of like the way things look. Kind of dulls the colors down quite a bit.
What's the Jarl going to do about it?
Like dark fantasy style, I guess.
Safe in our own homes?
Please, enough already. I have told Ygritte of your concerns. She'll look after you all. Please, go about your business.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
Morthal has enough problems as it is.
It's no use.
I need to sleep somewhere.
Back to it then.
I think I need to take my chances out in the wild. Well, actually, no, because I don't think the way similar death overhaul mods work is if you don't sleep at an inn, you don't get cured of all these debuffs. If you sleep like out on the road in the tent or something, it doesn't clear it. I'm just gonna read what it says here. What is it called again? It's called Soul Resurrection. Okay, so general setting, death injuries, fall injuries. It's nice you can just disable it entirely. No, that's interesting. Well, we could make it easier ourselves and just disable it, but no. We'll keep it on for now. And I don't know, do you have the option to be a beggar so that we can beg for some gold to have a rest at an inn? I don't know. Let's just make our way to Dawnstar and hopefully we come across some kind of solution. It looks like we can take this road here. If the map is right, we can take this road to Dawnstar. So let's try to stick to the road and see how that goes. I almost want to jack this horse. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, I wish the impact of the sword sounded a little bit more prominent. I don't know if that's just a few tweaks you can do to the audio on my end, or if it's a mod thing. That is a completely different language. These two are completely, or I don't know what it is. Something's going on with the text there. Weapons. Let's get weapons volume all the way up and see if that fixes it for us. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what maybe that's what it was. It just needs to be tweaked. Let's try that. I think I'm gonna do the next mod list. I think I'm gonna do is Novice. I got a few requests for me to review that. I downloaded it once a few months ago for personal use to try, and my computer was struggling so hard with it, like at Whiterun, that I could just 10 minutes of playing it, I completely deleted the whole entire mod list. And so, but that mod list has so much hype that I think I should have gave it a longer try. So I'm looking forward to reviewing it to see maybe if you played for a full 2 hours, it'll have some redeeming qualities. Or maybe just a Whiterun area, which is normal. The Whiterun area is really brutal on your GPU. But it was like unplayable. My memory of it was like unplayable the way the performance was, that I just deleted it within 10 minutes of trying it. Which is a shame because I went into it like super stoked. Everyone spoke so highly of it. Okay, something's going on here.
What's the matter, friend?
Okay, our guy is super weak right now. I'm getting one-shotted. Yeah. And I know, and I don't know why these guys were...
What do you look?
I thought these guys were fighting each other, but it looks like I'm getting ganged up on now. Okay.
This should be good.
I'm in a little bit of a pickle here.
I learned to fight
because
when I
I keep getting up around them and then they keep
miss those days.
killing me. So I need to try and run away, but I think I'm slow now. No. Oh, this is bad. I can't escape. I'm just accumulating more and more debuffs too. I can't run.
Come on.
My guy's just walking.
Need someone to swing at.
So that needs to be looked at. I'm tempted to just disable this death mechanic, this debuff mechanic, so I can get away.
Get him. Kill him.
It's getting pretty bad, that's why.
Pay off my bounty this time. Walk into the city a free man.
Just leave me alone, guys. Okay, let's look at these debuffs right here, because my guy can't even run. Yeah, you know what it is? It's everything weighs heavier now because I have a debuff. Okay. Just for the sake of getting away from these guys, we're gonna turn this off. In hopes that it will just go back to normal for the time being. Death, injuries. This is a little ridiculous right now.
What was
Yeah, no. Where is it? Soul Resurrection. Turn the whole thing off. Can I run now? Still can't run.
Back to the great task of waiting.
Okay. Well, I turned it off. So let's see what happens. Am I gonna go back to my last save? Okay, I'm going back to my last save. That was really bad. That was really bad. We're gonna totally bypass these guys now. We'll turn this on. Okay, well it's on because it restarted. I can't right now, Wolf. I guess the weapon sounds better now. So we solved the weapon sounding kind of weak when you hit the NPCs or the enemies by just turning the weapon volume up. So that's solvable on our end. I still can't believe, one, we have 0 gold and we're like an hour into the game, and we also have only 100 carry capacity, which is the lowest I've ever seen. That's pretty punishing. Now I don't know if that's because we're on expert mode by default, and perhaps when you switch to the other mode it'll alleviate that. I mean, I guess we can find out real quick. Let's see. No, we still only have 100 carry capacity even at novice. Alright, so we're approaching Dawnstar now. Completely overhauled to be expected. Our debuffs are still there, I believe. Yep. This guy is completely jacked up with 0 gold to pay for a bed.
Not hot enough. Does your Skyrim ever get warm, husband?
No, not really.
Divine sake, Scald. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Horik is wearing his old Legion armor.
What? This
What
isn't
should I
a
make of
legion,
that?
boss. We're miners, not soldiers.
You'll shut your mouth and get back to work, or you won't be a miner or a soldier by the day's end. Hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so this is Dawnstar for the most part. It looks like there's an additional ship here as well, and even a house in the distance I've never seen before. Okay, let's try to use this soap here. Try to figure out this bath system. Okay, so I guess you use the soap and then he automatically starts taking a bath. Okay, so that fixed the issue we had there with the debuff we had for that. Now we have all this to contend with. I can't figure out how to refill the water in my flask. I think my flask is completely gone now, but perhaps there's something in, I don't know what it would be in. Items? Empty water skin. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so we can refill it with salt water. Okay, I get it now. It's ultimately realistic. Distill at a cooking station for drinkable water. That's interesting. No, don't drink it. No, I was just trying to see if I could. Did that do anything? Are we still thirsty? Let's see. Well, I mean, it says we're not thirsty anymore. Maybe elves can drink salt water, huh? Where did I find that? There we go. So I don't know if it's because I'm cold, but my guy is not running anymore. Oh, it looks like... Okay, so remember earlier I said you gotta hold the F button to switch perspectives? It looks like if you press F real quick, it's a lock-on button. I guess that's convenient. I think our guy must be cold, which is why he's walking, maybe? I don't know, but we can't finish this run by him walking. This is gonna take forever, so we gotta figure out how to fix this. No, it's not gonna be there.
Good evening.
Oh, hello.
Sorry about this walking thing. Oh, why are you walking so weird, dude? This walking thing is not on me, I swear. Oh, it's because I'm 101 over 100. Okay. The water flask put me over. Maybe if I ditch an arrow? Can I run now? No. If I ditch all my arrows. Yeah. It's getting kind of demanding. I have to ditch all my arrows just to be able to run. I really need to find some money somewhere. but I can't afford to get in a fight. I'm too debuffed right now. I would lose the fight. Maybe I can sneak and steal stuff. I hate to be that guy, but let me see if I can steal something in a room with all these
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts.
soldiers.
I'm proof of their ignorance.
That might not be a good idea in here. So, I like their armors though. Look at this guy's helmet.
Trouble? Everything all right?
I don't know
No.
really.
All right then.
No, things are not all right.
Come on in. We got warm food. Warm
The
drinks,
sound is
warm
cutting out a little bit. I don't know if it's because of my Bluetooth
has to be.
earbuds or
I've
if
gotta
it's
get
the
out of this
game.
town.
Irgnir, get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams.
Need a
Please
room?
tell her, Erandur.
Don't worry. Nightmares don't seem to happen for travelers.
I'm looking for work. Got any leads?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Listen to your friend, Yuki. They are
Okay.
just dreams, my
Do we really need to be a bounty hunter? Eh?
I assure you that
I got no quest yet. That's what it is. Where's the bounty letter?
it's quite normal.
It's the same dream over and over again. You think that's normal? It's evil, I tell you.
Erandur, she has a point. You keep telling us no harm will follow these dreams, but they must be an omen.
Give him a chance to speak. He's trying to help us.
Everyone,
I
please.
swear he gave me a bounty letter.
What I can to end these nightmares. In the meantime, all I ask is you remain strong and put your trust in Lady Mara.
I'm sorry. My mind was just somewhere else. Do you need
Heard
a
any
room?
rumors lately?
Drink. Have you seen the shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
Heard any rumors lately?
People say there's someone in Riften that can change.
Yeah, I heard that
Thank you.
before.
Make you look
Okay.
completely different.
I'm not gonna find any way to get help around here. You have a cooking station at least for me to desalinate this water? Nope.
The Wind Peak Inn features the finest bar. All of Dawnstar. Me.
Alright, so Dawnstar is pretty rough too. We didn't find any help that helped us with our injuries here. I'm going to start killing chickens and eating them. Slaughter this goat here. Typical Sigma animations here. Invincible goat, okay. Invincible goat. I can't even kill and eat a goat if I need to. Alright, I'm gonna restart the game here. It's on me. I think my earbuds are causing the sound to cut out, so I'm gonna switch to headphones. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I got my headphones on. I think it's just the AirPods. The Bluetooth AirPods cut out. Alright, man, we're really slumming it here. We gotta find our way to get to Winterhold. We're gonna try to take this road and hopefully something doesn't murder us on the way there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you like this style, this art style for this EMB? What do you think of the list? Are you gonna download it yourself? Are you gonna play it when it comes out on full release eventually? Yeah, the sword sounds a lot better now that I turn the volume up. Although the spells still have an issue with signaling that you actually clicked on it. Oh, okay, now it works. Let me see. So if you go from equipping a sword... Okay, when you go from equipping a weapon to a spell, that's when it doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Maybe if we pray, we'll have our debuffs taken away. Let's see. No. No. So what's the verdict? What we're dealing with now is reduced stamina still. And reduced one-handed skill. Fractured spine. So health regeneration's down. And armor weighs more. And we're hungry. Can we eat these wolves' meat? Okay, so we're at 104 right now. So let me see if we can just eat and then... Might have to ditch our bow, unfortunately. Maybe ditch some of these potions too. Yeah, we didn't get any food from those wolves. Alright, well we got 91 now. And we're running down the hill again. Wrong way. So maybe if you have the list yourself, I would turn off this whole death debuff thing. If you don't want to have a similar experience to me. Or maybe you're into that thing and embrace the challenge, then by all means keep it on. But if you don't like what I'm going through, I'll tell you right now, you just go into this MCM and you find Soul Resurrection, and you can still keep the resurrection part on. But like, just disable death injuries. And fall injury probably. What is this one? Clear all active magic effects. Allows you to disable or enable the removal of all magic effects on a player upon resurrection. Yeah. That's not quite it. Alright, so this is a bandit encampment, I believe.
You there, traveler! Over here!
Yeah, what happened?
Do you wish to test yourself against me? You'll regret it.
How dare you? Shadows.
Oh man. Maybe if I played it safer, I would have beat them. This is not gonna go well.
Huh? At last, a worthy opponent!
I actually bested him. Let's hope his friend doesn't come back. Can we get some good stuff off of him? Yes. We can. Okay. Let's put it on real quick. The weight is 2. The weight is 5. Okay, so it's weaker, but it's lighter. We're gonna need that. Let's put our old stuff on him. This mace is better than our sword, so we're gonna have to go with the mace. Okay. Overall, our guy is much lighter now. I'll give it to the game. I like the style, the overhaul in some of these armors. I wish I could have more carry weight though, so that I can sell some of my equipment. Oh, that mace is even better. Okay. Well, it looks like I can maybe sell my old mace. What? I can't put it on. Okay. There we go.
Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time.
It's just kind of an overhauled area, it looks like, and it's not an enemy encampment. Looks like I can just talk to these guys.
What have you got for sale?
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Okay, let's sell some stuff. Can we sell? Oh god, we can't sell anything. He's just innkeeper. He only buys food. Is there a blacksmith around here? Not gonna lie, I'm tempted to steal here.
Yes?
Sorry. No, you go ahead. Sorry about that. Gonna do it. Gonna do it. I really like the way the armor clanks on the ground when you run. Maybe they'll have a bed I can sleep in. Let's see. No.
Make it quick. Make it quick.
No.
Make it quick.
You guys are grumpy. Never mind you then. What's up here? I've never seen this place before. It's a completely... Oh my god. It's a completely overhauled area. I can't look in these chests.
Yes?
So yeah, I've never heard of this region. Dunpar is what it's called.
Need something? Hmm? Yes? Need something?
I wonder if there's quests to go along with this area.
Need something?
Any of these beds at all? Is there a blacksmith I can sell my old mace to? Thought I heard somebody hammering. Yeah, there's quests around this area, I think. There's a crypt area and everything. Never seen this before. Can we loot anything from you? I guess we can add your poison to our weapon. God, we're getting exhausted. And it's gonna cause damage over time. Okay. Well, I mean, we're trying to sleep, man, but we can't. Okay, usually from what I've seen is bandit camps. If you can get to one of their beds after you clear them out, you can use their bed to sleep in. So let's see how we do in this camp with all of our debuffs.
Huh?
Found you. I'm going to put you down.
Time to end this little game.
Oh god.
Time to die.
This is not going well at all.
Time to get lost, friend.
Oh, this is such a sloppy playthrough.
Nobody told me.
This is so sloppy.
Never let you answer the phone. Now half our crew are zombies. Is someone there? Over here. Yeah.
You know what I noticed too is there's no battle music that comes on. It's just the same old music playing. These guys have no money on them. Alright, if I know this encampment well enough, there's the chief inside of here. That's gonna whoop my butt. But not if I can keep some distance, perhaps I might have a chance.
We're not alone.
Oh, God, I thought I had him. I thought I had him. I have to beat him, because I can not only loot his stuff, but I can sleep in his bed after, I think.
Picking pockets. Now that's the real art. No rough stuff. Taking it. Is someone there?
Something's going on with these animations. They're frozen. Yeah, I can't... there you go. I couldn't swing my weapon for a moment. Oh, goodness. I need that bed, man.
Is someone there?
No, no. Don't worry about it, buddy. What am I gonna do? Maybe if I blast him full on with sparks. Okay. I might be able to cheese him here. No, 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 no. Am I hitting him? It's working. It's working. I've never done this before, I swear.
Can't wait to count your coin.
Oh my god. I can taste victory. I did it. I did it. I cheesed it, but I did it. I don't have any pride in that though, because that wasn't a very honorable way of beating him, but I'll take it. He has terrible armor. I thought this guy was decked out usually. Anyways, I got a lot of bounty from that. I got potions, I got food. I can eat. I got this chest here. I guess you could call it immersion. With how bad or how much we're sucking ass right now, like anything the game lets me have is like it's such a relief. Like now I beat this guy, now I got all his... I'm happy to have the apples on his desk. In that sense, there's immersion, right? And there's an empty chest. Well, thanks for that. Is there anything in here? So like I'm completely looting everything because I'm so broke. Right, ale. Yep, I'll take that. Can't let the apple go to waste, right? So I gotta get the apple. Not the bowl. Not the bowl. I can't. I don't have space to carry bowls with me. We do have this gem here we can try to sell. There's potions here. Okay. Let's sleep. Finally. So there's a mod here that the person has for using blankets or go to bed, which is like a sleep animation where you lay down and then you got to hit the wait button, which is T on the keyboard in order to sleep. But I mean, you can see the blanket kind of like clip through the character, so I think you don't need all that, really. You can leave that out. It just adds more points of issue in the way things are working in your mod list, in my opinion. Looks like we leveled up 3 times. We need something that gives us more carry weight. Where is that gonna be? Okay, armor rating increased by 40%. You gain a small amount of heavy armor experience when wearing at least 2 pieces. Okay, that should help. So 50% more damage and critical strikes do 2% more critical damage per level of one-handed arm, one-handed. So that's 40% more critical damage. Not bad. So it looks like our guy needs a bath. Let's see if any debuffs got removed. No debuffs got removed. It did say these are 72 hours, so let's see if we can just wait it out, or more so sleep it off. Because I am in debuff hell right now. This ticks really slowly. Yeah, our guy's filthy. We need to find some water somewhere. How are these debuffs doing? Covered in dirt. I'm thirsty. All I have is... well, maybe I can drink some of that. Alright, sorry. I wish this went faster so you guys didn't have to watch me go through all this sleeping. But we need to get these debuffs off of us ASAP so we can keep our run going as smooth as possible. Yeah, he's getting really dehydrated and hungry. I feel like if we sleep one more time, we should get rid of these debuffs. Okay, so hungry, dehydrate. Okay, perfect. These debuffs are gone. We're gonna eat that apple. That takes care of one. No, we're still hungry. Is there any more food laying around in here? Okay, there's no food in here left. We're gonna find a body of water and refill our flask. Is there a cooking station? No. So Winterhold is still a ways away. How big is this mountain here? Can we cut through? We do have Sky Parkour with us. We do need to find some food. Maybe these berries? Can you eat it like food? Not a big fan of how he swings his mace like that. I guess that's a for honor thing. It looks like you can build campfires here. That's a mod as well.
Need something?
Yeah, are you a merchant?
What have you got for sale?
That's an Oblivion style armor, I think. Okay. will you buy some stuff for me? Like that and that and that. And I think if I unfavorite this, unfavorite that.
Yes? Till next time.
What the hell is happening? Oh my god. That escalated really quickly.
What do you need?
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
I'll sell you this and this. And I'll sell you these and that.
Until next time.
Okay, we got 52 gold. We're not completely slumming it. Now we can sleep in a... We can sleep at an inn if we need to. But luckily that plan worked. We were able to sleep it off inside of a bandit encampment. Which is nice. So it's weird, I don't seem to do any damage to like goats or... I'm doing some damage to him. I need to get some food, man. Desperately. And this guy's still thirsty and needs a bath too. I do have to say the survival mechanics, although are irritating, they're immersive. I mean, I don't feel like I'm just running around like a god in this game destroying everything. I feel vulnerable. I feel weak. I feel like the way my guy is now, like how can he go into a barrel and take out a bunch of Draugr right now? He's just not powerful enough. And he also feels like a bum, like you feel the need to have to find a bath because of how dirty he is. Which also gives kind of weight to the mod that was just bathing in Skyrim, I think. Or either that or Dirt and Blood. It gives weight to the need to have to use that. Okay. Well, he's hungry. We got money. We're gonna go to an inn. And we're gonna... This is full on role-playing. We're gonna have to buy some food to
come on in.
Fill his
We
belly.
got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Ah, hello there, traveler. Come to the Nightgate for food or lodging?
Everything, actually. Look, you can even take a bath. So I need to take a bath. I need a room. I need to buy some food.
What have you got for sale?
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Damn, 49 gold. That's almost all of it, just for some soup. What else? What else you got, man? What's your cheapest thing on your menu? A sweet roll? Okay. Is that it? That's the cheapest thing you got is a sweet roll? Okay, we're gonna buy that. We're gonna sell our alcohol because we don't need that. So it gives us 3 gold back. We're gonna need to rent a room
I'd
from
like
you.
to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
And
Do
we
you
need to
have
take a bath.
somewhere I could take a bath?
Of course.
Oh my god, it's 10
I
gold for that
appreciate it.
too.
Is this enough?
I understand.
Interesting. Okay. Talk about immersion. We're still a little cold. Is there anything in here we can loot? About water. Can we get water out of this barrel? Let's see. So there's no need to desalinize your water. It looks like you can just drink salt water. Can we get more out of here? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so remember that. Take a bath. You can refill your water skin. And you can take a bath. That should square us away, no? Oh man, we're still hungry? Jeez.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Okay, we'll just sleep a little while. We still want some daylight to run over to Winterhold. But we want to stave off the tiredness. Oh, and to level up too. Stamina. And maybe put some points into destruction magic. Yeah, that one's okay for now. I think this list grows on you. So I'll admit I wasn't having that much fun in the beginning, but now that I'm kind of finding a little bit of reprieve, having gotten the gold from having found a few things to sell, and then having to get rid of these debuffs, you know, it's kind of enjoyable now that I'm leveling up too. It's just a different kind of pace than what I'm used to, you know? And I think if you really roleplay into it, that could be fun. But it does suck ass if you're getting your ass handed to you inside a dungeon or with some bandits like you saw earlier in the game before we got to Dawnstar, where you're just getting killed over and over and over again, and you can't get away from them because you start getting debuffed to the point where you can't run. So now that I'm leveling up, it looks like my carry weight's 115 now, so I think as you level up that increases too, is what I'm thinking is happening, because I didn't put any perks into anything. So if that's the case, then that kind of gets better over time too. You really are just like some kind of weakling when you start out. That's another modified asset in the game. That's not there usually. Let's test out how strong our magic is. So I think we're gonna bypass Winterhold today because at this point it's kind of, we're doubling back. So we're gonna go to Windhelm and then make our way to Riften, just because this video is getting close to the 2-hour mark at this point. I think Winterhold looks like the typical, I mean, sure it doesn't look that typical, but it's just a JK overhaul. Kick that wolf in the face. I've never seen that kill move before, kicking it in the face like that. Let's do first person for a little while and see how good the Sigma animations are for a one-handed mace. .31 FPS. Okay, not bad. So I don't want to speak too soon, but aside from that one freeze earlier, which happened because I probably did something with that modified asset, the game hasn't hard crashed, which is good.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink.
Okay, that rock definitely shouldn't be like that.
We haven't taken a side because it's
Again,
not our
alpha, so don't judge it too much. There's another floating asset right here. Our guy's pretty dirty already.
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer. He's a true Nord. He'll come around. Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted.
Speak with Garmark. He'll size you up and see where we can best use your talents.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
He knows that.
Another quiet day, I hope.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I
The subtitles were like right in his eyes.
If by message
That needs to be tweaked a little.
a sword through his gullet.
taking his city and
There, and it does that little weird twitching every time we change cells. So yeah, that is Windhelm. We're gonna make our way to Riften now. I think the thought with this list, from what I gathered so far, I've only read that they said that they wanted to be medieval style, but I also think they wanted to have a level of difficulty that's brought upon you by realism. So survival mechanics, like getting cold and getting debuffed from that, getting killed, but then having a death mechanic where it debuffs you. And then also having to eat and sleep, take a bath, no fast travel. All of that's supposed to kind of make it kind of a slower grind to make your way through the game. But I'm sure like as you beat each dungeon and you don't like soften any of these game mechanics through the settings, I'm sure it feels much more satisfying to get through like difficult parts of the game. What time is it? All right. I almost want to fast forward time to daytime so you can see what it's like, but it's just gonna make our guy get all these debuffs. So for now, we're gonna try and tough it out. Unless we find a bed. It's a pretty cool sight to see. This area looks pretty cool. Let me take a screenshot of it. There we go with a kick in the face again. I can tell you right now, this game is made more so to favor third-person combat or third-person gameplay. You might be able to get away with some first-person fighting as well.
Join the Legion. A united empire is better for everyone.
But I think nowadays a lot of mod lists, especially the ones that are not Vanilla Plus, are focused really on MCO, which is like the third-person fighting framework. Our survival skills are better now. And we're not maxed out on our weight, which is nice. Nope, just the way. Oh man. Should have played it safe. I thought it would have been nothing. Jesus. He's only a level 6 spider. Gotta get out of here. Oh man. I don't have enough magic. Now I'm running for my life. Watch out for that spider, man. Hey, fight the spider for me. Fight that spider for me. I'll help you out. Finish it off. Oh man, my hero. You got anything good on you? Oh, you got some water on you. Okay, what kind of debuffs I'm working with here? Concussion and broken ribs. Again, 72 hours, so you can't just sleep it off like from one night of sleeping in it. You gotta endure it for 72 hours, which is pretty brutal. But I guess what time it takes time to heal, right? So that's what it's trying to tell you, realism wise. At least it's just 72 hours. If it was reality, like if it tried to make it like reality, it'd be like 6 to 8 weeks to recover. That would be rough. This way? Yeah, this way. I almost want to pick up a bow so I can go hunting. So I can get meat from like these deers and stuff so that I can have food. Because food is so expensive to get in this game. You know, the GPU is kind of struggling on this area too. 27 FPS right now. You got some meat on you, bunny? Let's see. Okay. Let's try to eat some of that. Oh goodness, I think we got rid of it. We got rid of that debuff that we had for feeling peckish. So yeah, so you gotta pick up hunting as part of the survival in this game. It should help you out a lot, especially being broke as you are in the beginning. But you can't carry too much stuff on you if your carry limit's low. Are there any beds in this area? Alright, so that was a 2-hour mark. We're just gonna go to Riften real quick. And we'll finish off over there. Okay, Fort Greenwall. It's bigger than I remember it. Maybe it's the same, I don't know. Let's see. Pretty sure you can break this. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I'm gonna go to daytime. It's really hard to see, especially if you're viewing this. It's not as enjoyable. So let's go to the daytime and keep going from there. That doesn't help much. It's still pretty dark. Let's see if we can get the sun out. There we go. There we go. Oh, it looks pretty nice with these autumn leaves. Our guy's struggling though. I'm getting some screen effects. Severely dehydrated. I had no idea. I got water for that. What? What? Did we just die? What? And now we got the debuff from dying. Yeah, these textures need to be looked at. This is totally untextured here. Oh, no, it loaded in finally. I'm not gonna be able to pay for the fee to get in that way. So we're gonna go around. Let's see how Riften looks. Oh, you can just get in from the side door here. Okay. That saves me some time. Okay, well, we had our first crash there. Okay, so I spoke too soon. The game crashed upon trying to enter Riften. We're gonna work our way to that back door again and see if it works. So let's see. Okay, we're gonna save right here. This is where we crashed last time. So far, so good. It's making me nervous. Okay. All right, so we're in Riften. We're struggling a little bit. 20 FPS in Riften.
I'll see what I can do.
Jewelry with legendary.
Looking to stay alive?
Argonian
Why take a
craftsmanship.
chance?
Rare trinkets and the finest oddities from Morthal.
they're gone.
Protect yourself right.
For the most part, Riften looks pretty much the same as usual. I think there's little things here and there that have been, aside from textures, there's little like clutter that's probably added here and there.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I...
Okay, let's go in the B and Barb. See what the interior looks like. Okay.
Come on in.
Well,
We got
let's
warm drinks and warm beds.
let's grab a seat.
How are we doing over here?
All right.
I'm not sure.
So,
Right then.
Look alive, will you?
let's summarize this.
You want a drink?
No, I don't want to drink.
If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Okay, so that concludes our run through Invicta. Again, this game is in alpha, so you gotta cut it a lot of slack. That's not gonna affect my score because it'd be unfair to the other other mod lists that I scored. But you do have to consider that this score is on an alpha game. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let me run through what I think of the lists before I go ahead and put the score on the screen. Graphics, EMB, definitely unique. I wouldn't say it's the best graphics I've seen. I think it actually looks a little bit rough around the edges in a lot of areas. The textures look a little flat and the colors are a bit muted. Again, that could be just a styling thing, but it's just she's glitching out in the back over there. You see that waitress? What else? Gameplay. The survival mechanics are pretty unforgiving. The death overhaul is great. I can appreciate that because you don't have to restart the game. And it seems like it works without crashing the game, so it doesn't bring any instability to the game, I don't think, which is great. So it saves you from having to worry about corrupting your saves from letting your game load in after dying. and then it saves you the hassle of having to shut the game off and turn it back on again and load up your save if you do die. As you can see, you can die pretty often in a game of this difficulty, so it's definitely appreciated, because I would have shut the game off and started it up again like more than 10 times if it wasn't for that overhaul, or the death overhaul. I think that stability wise, it has the stability of an alpha game. So it crashed once, it froze once. I'm not gonna fault it for the sound cutting out earlier. I think that was my AirPods, because that went away after I switched over to headphones. I think combat, it's typical. You got For Honor and Sigma. I'm not a big fan of Sigma, as you might have seen in my series. I think comprehensive comprehensive first-person animation overhaul, CFPAO, I think is still the best one out there. It's older but better, in my opinion. The hitboxes feel a little bit more accurate when you're attacking in first person. So if you're a first-person player, definitely consider that. It's easy to shut off for the most part with Sigma animations. You can just download CFPAO, enable it, and then disable in the mod list all the Sigma animations. Because they're all based on like OAR, usually it doesn't cause any instability when you swap them out. So quite easy, if you agree with me on that point at least. I think third person fighting and animations are pretty standard, like I said earlier. For Honor combat. There was a point in the beginning where swinging the sword didn't sound like it made much contact with the enemies, and we determined that you just turn the volume slider up on weapons in the standard audio settings of Skyrim. And yeah, I mean, I think this game is for people who really roleplay into the difficulty side of Skyrim. If they really want it to be a slog where everything feels more rewarding when you get through it. Let me know what you guys think about this mod list. I'm gonna put the score up here. Again, this game is in alpha. If you want to know how I got around to finding a way to download it, shoot me a message or respond on YouTube, and I'll go ahead and describe it in detail to you. Otherwise, just wait a while until this game fully releases, or this mod list fully releases on Wabbajack, and then you'll be able to really enjoy it in a more polished state. But the next list I believe I'm going to start doing is Novus V6, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, thank you for watching as always. I'll catch you guys on the next one.